shows you something, some difficulty, it doesn't mean that you have to respond in kind. That you can actually respond properly. You can respond kindly. And so I did a translation of that poem and made it into a song. There's another song it was on the new album called Chivalry's Not Dead. And chivalry, of course, is murua or futua. And the idea in chivalry is that you should be brave and generous and kind. And one of the things my parents always taught us was to open the car door for my sister. So one day I was walking in the rain, and my sister was talking, and she was holding the umbrella. So I was trying to get underneath the umbrella to not get wet, and she kept talking and talking. So I thought, okay, this time I'm not going to open the front door for her. I'll just go run around my side so I don't get soaked. She just stood by her door. She's just so used to us opening it. So I was standing there. I ran in the rain, opened the door. She got in. She kept talking. I got in the other side, and then I thought to myself, chivalry or futua is not dead. Because people say that it is.
Because she gets used to this, you know?
Right. And so the beginning of the song says, they say that chivalry is dead, but I see chivalry every day. I see men holding doors open for their ladies standing in the rain.
That's very nice.
There was another song, actually, that I'm working on right now. It was about a very American song, because it was about a man named Salmon Chase who was running in the primary against Abraham Lincoln many years ago. And one of the interesting things about this man is he was married 3 times. He fell in love, got married, his wife died. Fell in love again, got married, his wife died. Fell in love again, got married, and that wife died. But he was still, despite that difficulty, despite that hardship, he was still a very, very virtuous man. He used to wake up every morning early and pray. And I thought that that's beautiful, because nowadays we tend to look for any reason to sort of be angry or resent God. And we don't have that kind of devotion, perhaps. At least some of us don't. And so I thought that was beautiful.
Speaking about your next album, I mean, what about the marketing for the first album? I see that you are marketing on your website. Is this a successful experience?
So far, it's been pretty good. I mean, there's you know, obviously, I'm trying to pursue, and I will in the future, inshallah, pursue more marketing or distribution outlets. I've have a deal now with iTunes, so hopefully it should be up on iTunes in the next hopefully month or so. And then in the future, I'd like to, you know, see what other kind of distribution deals that I can get. But word of mouth is probably has been the most effective thing, and of course, being invited to places like this and coming to speak with you fine people.
What about your parents? They encourage you to grow your music talent and everything. I mean, what do they dream to you?
My parents' hope for me is that I would do something that's meaningful, and that something that I feel, you know, that my heart inclines towards, something good that my heart inclines toward. You're always better, I think, at something that you find is makes you comfortable inside, and something that you enjoy and that you have some passion and fervor for. My parents never really pushed me in one particular direction. I did engineering. Both my parents are engineers, so they didn't really push me in the engineering direction. I did it because, you know, that's what I saw. But I was also exposed to a lot of things. I was on the swim team. I was a boxer. I did
boxer.
a lot. Right. I was.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I got this bad face here. But
okay. So now we are ready to hear or listen to the second music. I mean, you told me that it has a story.
Yeah, it does.
So, yeah.
Actually, the story is about 2 soldiers that are going off to war. One soldier is leaving his wife, and she's obviously upset about that. And the other soldier, he's on the other side of the war, and he's leaving his mother. And she of course wants him to stay. And at the end of the song, they actually they meet each other on the battlefield. And there's an indication in the song that they actually kill each other. And so as they're laying there, they look into each other's eyes, and they come to a revelation about their own brotherhood and about who they are.
Okay, so let's hear it.
And the song's called Baby, I'm a Soldier.
All right, okay, thank you.
He was a soldier who'd only been married 2 or 3 years ago, And he put his hands on her knees that night and he said, I gotta go. She said, why would you leave this home and me? I thought I was your baby girl. And he wiped away the tears from her eyes and said, they're sending me to save the world. And you know I love you and I pray to God that he'll join us once again. But now it's time for the simple man to be one of the few good men. 'Cause baby, I'm a soldier and I hear those trumpets calling again. And our kings and queens are saying this is a fight we must win, for truth and justice and for the way we live our life. And baby, I'm a soldier in front of God. I swore I would fight. Across the ocean, miles away, there stood another man. 18 years hugging his mama, saying, I'll defend this land. Mama held her baby and cried and clutched him, telling him not to leave. She said, what will I do without my baby boy? Son, I'm begging you, please. He said, I love you, mama, but duty calls, I'll write you every day. She said, I lost your daddy like this, and I don't want to lose you this way. But mama, I'm a soldier, and I hear those trumpets are calling again. And our kings and queens are saying this is a fight we must win, for truth and justice and for the way we live our life. And mama, I'm a soldier in front of God. I swore I would fight. Well, the battle raged and shots rang out and the two men fell to the ground. And they looked into the eyes of each other and were shocked at what they found. One man saw the mother of the other in that young man's eyes, and the other man saw the crying and screams of the other man's beloved wife. And the two men stared across that smoky field, whispered to each other, maybe you weren't the demon they said, maybe you were really my brother. But I'm glad we're passing, 'cause I don't think that I could forgive myself for fighting you. But maybe, God willing, we can live together in bliss. Oh, ladies, we were soldiers and we heard those trumpets are calling again, and tell the kings and queens that sometimes there are fights no one wins. But we know for sure that there's evil out there we must fight. But please be sure that this is one of those times, and please be sure to remember my mama and wife, and please be sure to think of my brother on the other side.
Actually, it's very nice. Thank you for this very nice music, Aristotle, too. Kareem and Aristotle, thank you very much for this interview, and I wish you good luck and till we meet again يعني. I mean you're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
Thank you. مشاهدينا ما زال لدينا العديد من الفقرات المتنوعة من لقاءات، ريبورتاجات وقصص نجاح عربية أمريكية. في الفقرة القادمة لقاء مع إعلامي وصحفي له شهرة كبيرة ليس فقط في واشنطن عاصمة القرار ولكن أيضا عبر المحيط. انتظرونا.